So does it all add up? Let's go to our guests. We have Abhishek Manu Singhvi joining us from the Congress, Mahesh Jetmalani, former BJP leader and senior lawyer, and also Colin Gonsalves. He is the founder of Human Rights Law Network. We also hope to be joined by Mr. K. Unnikrishnan, the father of Sandeep Unnikrishnan. First, Abhishek Manu Singhvi, can you explain to us just exactly how it is that what Sushil Kumar Shinde, the Home Minister, said to us? How can such an important and crucial decision be taken without the Prime Minister knowing, which is what the Home Minister indicated to us?
Look, first of all, I think we are really tilting at windmills and going into absolutely inconsequential issues, because the real issue is that after a very organized, comprehensive due process of law, for which India is proud and is unlike other countries in its neighborhood, going through a three-layered court process, then a constitutional process, we have had no knee-jerk reaction, no lynch mob mentality, and we have done India proud as far as upholding the rule of law is concerned, and carried out an execution with full due process. That's point one. Point two, what are the intricacies in which the file moves, which department talks in what manner to which officer, whether the Prime Minister is told or not told on telephone. First of all, the Home Minister is hardly going to be discussing all the details with you.
I can hear you.
And secondly, I don't think it's important at all to consider whether it was too secret or whether we should have put an All India radio transmitter to tell the whole world that we're about to execute Kasab, or that we should have had TV cameras near the site of the execution, and which persons and which ministers talk to each other before the execution. These are normal matters of state. The only important point to note is, as Mr. Shinde said, once the process of court conviction and presidential pardon is over, it's really entirely a departmental and a ministerial matter which is executed. There is no policy decision involved which requires a cabinet meeting or a meeting with higher-ups, because the policy is over. No. It's an implementation of a decision taken. And but in any case, I think it's a dissipation of energy in totally futile situation to consider which procedure was followed or not. We have completed the process with due process, and I think nobody suggests or can suggest that the fact that he was executed at 7 o'clock in the morning is a violation of any due process.
No, sure. No one's trying to take away from that due process was followed or not. But you will appreciate that this is a major event that involves all of us, because it was such a huge thing that it was the worst kind of attack that we've seen. We all saw Kasab on television. So it involves all of us. And so the need for everyone to know.
Of course it does.
Yeah. And the need for all of us to know the details.
Of course it does.
But would you accept, Mr. Manu Singhvi, that the stories somehow are not adding up? And let me give you another instance, since you think that the Prime Minister knowing or not knowing is an integrity. Another instance which, if we go by international instances, they've all become stuff of history. R.R. Patil tells us that the operation was called Operation X. When I asked Mr. Shinde that, he said, I don't know of any such thing. There was no such name given. Why is it that the stories just don't add up?
I want to ask you one question and answer to your question. Assuming that your story doesn't add up because somebody called it X, somebody called it Y,
was it called
and somebody
Operation
called
X?
it nothing.
Was it called Operation X? Why don't you clarify?
I want to ask you, how is it at all remotely relevant? Look, I am not in the ministry, I am not the executioner, I am not part of the Undersecretary or the Department of Home Affairs, and I would not know at all. And frankly, as I would put it, I wouldn't care whether it is called X, Y, Z or nothing. What I would care about is that this is a process which went off smoothly, and I also would like to say that thank God it was not done in the arc lights of your cameras, and thank God that people are not informed in advance to sensationalize an execution as if we were doing some kind of a an exhibition show.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but Mr. Manu Singhvi, I'll just point out that we all know what the operation when Osama bin Laden was killed. We all got to know the name of that operation. It's strange that there is no clarity on ours as well. Mr. Jetmalani, do you agree with Mr. Manu Singhvi?
Osama bin Laden was not killed by a due process. He was not executed by due process.
No, but that's not the difference that I'm picking up on.
Osama bin Laden did not suffer 4 years of trial.
I'm just saying we knew the name of that operation, we just don't know it here. Mr. Jetmalani, are these Do these details matter to you? Does the story add up? Is everything, are you happy with the way that it's all played up? Do the stories, are they all adding up?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't see what the inconsistency in the story is at all. I mean, I frankly, due process has taken place. I mean, some people may, lament about the delays in our system, but that's endemic in our legal system. So due process has been played out. I mean, some people may say there should have been a public hanging. I don't subscribe to that view. I mean, the process of justice and its logical conclusion is not a blood sport as far as I'm concerned. We can't go back to the medieval ages when you have hangings in a public square. The next demand will be for hanging, drawing, and quartering. So I can't see. I mean, I would like better details about why this was kept so secret to the last minute. One good justification seems to be that the government wanted to avoid any last minute stays of execution by the Supreme Court by some interested NGO or private citizen. So that seems to be a pretty good reason for me. I just would like finally some knowledge about what they're going to do with Kasab's body ultimately. I mean, that's the only remaining question that interests me in this matter.
Yeah.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.